February the 9th, 2017. Put out a bunch of these so far, basically on sort of the same thing. I just want to talk about also, this is my last one today, if you wanted to know. I just wanted to talk about Elizabeth Warren. I don't know why the McConnell decided to pick Rule 19. Um, yeah, the optics was bad. I'll give you that. It may have been um, in the rule books, it may have been a legitimate use of the rule. But the optics were really bad. They were just, I mean, it was Ted Kennedy and it was Coretta Scott King's letter. That's actually what they ended up trying to stop from being read. It was not a good thing. However, considering the fact that it is McConnell who was silly enough in 2008 to actually say that his job was to make sure, or the Republicans' job was to make sure that he would be a one-term president, President Obama. Now, granted, every minority party wants the president to be a one-term president, so it's not like it was earth-shattering. But the idea that McConnell did not understand the concept that saying that with a popular president in office and who's also a minority and the first minority president in office optically was horrible, really horrible. And we got beat up for it a long time, and I think, unfortunately, it also sent um, Obama into bunker mode um, about the fact that he just assumed if you were against his policies, it was because of his race and not his policy. That's what I think unfortunately happened. But not just him. I mean, there were other things. Lord knows the Republicans did everything they could to accept blame and make it look racist. So, by all means. But anyway, back to this mess with on the Sessions nomination. It really seemed like a self-inflicted wound. Now, I've heard some people say that it's possible they want Elizabeth Warren to be the face of the Democratic Party because she's popular in her own party, not so popular outside of the party, which is kind of what Bernie Sanders had to deal with. That could be. I don't believe so. I think you're pushing it a little far. I mean, I give Trump a lot of credit for manipulating emotions and getting what he wants. I give him that. I don't really believe that he was instrumental in getting McConnell um, to act like an idiot. Sorry. That's really, I just don't understand the optics of it. She got to go out. She read the thing in whole on Facebook. Everybody read it, or at least most people did. I didn't listen to it because, quite honestly, it was bad what they did. And I just, it was a lose all the way around for the Republicans. But McConnell's not exactly the most savvy of politicians out there. More of a blunt hammer than he is actually a scalpel to get things done that actually can be done. Anyway, hopefully he will do better. Hopefully this won't hurt us in the long run, but it was definitely a loss as far as I'm concerned. Maybe there is some underlying thing, possibly. Like I said, I've given Trump a lot of credit for some things that you really don't know for sure if that's what he's doing, but it just seems to work out for him. But in this case, McConnell, I just don't see how this helped in any way. So it's unfortunate. I hope it doesn't turn out to be a long-term problem, but I happen to think Elizabeth Warren, I disagree with everything she does, but I will be honest with you. If she had been running against um, Donald Trump, I would have found it a lot harder to vote for Donald Trump. So I'm probably one, and I've never voted Democrat. Never. Except for I'm sorry, I did vote once, 2008, for Obama. I was close to doing it for Bill Clinton in 1992, but I voted for Ross Perot. So, I mean, I'm one candidate that normally does not go Democrat. And yet, this last election, if Elizabeth Warren had been the presidential candidate on the Democratic side, I probably would have voted for her because she was less objectionable than Trump. It's not that I think I like anything she does, it's just she was less objectionable to Donald Trump. I don't think they really want to be running against her in 2020. That's my personal opinion. Now, she may end up being disgusting later on after the next 4 years. Who knows? But as the election turned out in 2016, she could have beat Trump. There's no doubt in my mind that she could have. All right, so I just think this was a lose-lose for the Republicans in the Senate. Thank you. Bye.